Hello all and welcome back to another wonderful Ponytown video. Today I'm here in Ponytown because I'm going to be answering questions that no one has ever asked before about Ponytown. Starting with this right here. How long does it take to blink? That's right, we're going to answer how long it takes to blink in this game. It takes about 4 seconds. There you go. We've answered a question. But no, on a more serious matter, let's answer some more important questions. Such as questions about the bakery. That's right, the bakery. I have been curious for a while now, what is the maximum occupancy of this bakery, right? Maximum occupancy. Everyone knows what that means. The maximum amount of people that is allowed in a building thanks to safety codes because of like fires and all kinds of other things that might happen. So what is the maximum occupancy of this building here? Well, to answer that question, we can just simply Google it, right? How to find out the maximum occupancy of a building or a room or something, right? It should be simple, it should be easy, so let's go ahead and just do that. Oh wait, except I've already done that. That's right, I Googled it and I got this article here. I guess not necessarily an article, I don't even know what this is, but it explains how it works. Basically, just going through everything here, it lists out like the typical maximum floor area allowances per occupant. So looking at this, we got 200 gross, which if we take a look at this, we have to figure out how big every tile is because we need to figure out how big the building itself is. So let's go ahead and try and figure that out. Except wait, how the hell are we supposed to figure out how big a single tile is? Well, for that we're gonna have to go to the party island. So let's go to the party island real quick. Let's go. So now that I've made it to my island, I can of course place down some tiles like this. But I need to figure out how big each tile is in terms of inches, feet, whatever it happens to be. And so that's going to lead into a lot of other questions. How can we figure out the size of anything in this game? How tall are we? How wide are we? Well, we're going to need to answer that question by finding a reference. So I decided that the best reference, of course, would be a banana. That's right, a banana makes the perfect reference. It's pretty straight, it's narrow, we can get the average size of it by Googling it. Oh wait, look at that, I've already done that too, look at that. It measures out to at least 7 inches, but always less than 8 inches in length, or usually less than 8 inches in length. So we can just say 7 inches is the approximate size of this banana here in Ponytown. That's right, so this banana right here is 7 inches. So if we get this banana and we just line it up like this and get a second one and line it up right there, just perfectly like that, we can see that every tile is about 2 bananas by 2 bananas, which makes it 14 inches by 14 inches. That means every single tile in the game is 14 inches by 14 inches. So we can now just remove these bananas here and use the tiles themselves as our measuring sticks. So we got 2 different tiles here. Every single tile, by the way, is the exact same size in terms of measurement, maybe minus dirt, because dirt has like the weird thing where like the edges are super weird. But of course, wooden tiles, stone tiles, things like that, all of those are gonna be the same size. So now if we actually just come up on here and line ourselves up perfectly with this, we can stand on the tiles and this will give us a measurement of how big we are as a player. That's right, now we can find out how big we are as a player. Let me go ahead and drop that toy there because that's going to add a little bit of extra measuring and things like that, right? So, boom, there you go. On average, our characters are about 2 tiles tall. That means our characters are 28 inches by 14 inches. That means every single player is about 2 feet 4 inches tall. That's right. Every single character in this game is roughly 2 feet 4 inches tall. Now, given what hair you might use or whatever else, you might get a few inches shorter or a few inches taller or whatever like that. But on average, it seems to be 2 feet 4 inches and at least 1 foot and 2 inches wide, because we can see that by just, you know, seeing we got a thing here because of the bananas and stuff like that. But I'm getting ahead of myself. So if that's how tall we are and that's how wide we are, what was the maximum occupancy of the bakery? Well, going back to the bakery, we can do some measuring and things like that. So let's go back to the bakery. And so here we are back at the bakery, and if we zoom out here, we're gonna have to do a lot of complicated counting and things like that to count exactly how many floor tiles are in this building. Now this is gonna be super difficult to figure out, but I've already done it for you. That's right, I've already done it. There is exactly 541 tiles in the bakery. That's right, there's exactly 541 tiles here at the bakery. So if I zoom out here, every single thing, not counting like the void and things like that, this is 541 floor tiles, not counting the void, even counting these two little spaces over here where the entrance is and things like that. I counted everything. All of it comes out to 541 tiles. But what does that mean? Well, we're gonna have to punch that into our little calculations and everything like that, because we know every single floor tile is approximately 14 inches by 14 inches, which is a foot and 2 inches per 541 tiles. We math that, and it comes out to 631 feet and 2 inches. That's right, this entire building is only 631 square feet and 2 inches. And so now we go back to that original website that I mentioned before, this one here, which is 200 gross. That means in your typical kitchen, commercial kitchen or whatever like that, which is like the, I guess, closest thing to this bakery that we got. That we need 200 square feet per person, which means the maximum occupancy of the bakery is about 3. That's right. Only about 3 people are allowed in this building at any given time, because that is the maximum occupancy of the bakery. And that kind of blows my mind, because we are way over maximum occupancy right now. Also, someone's recognized me. But yes, if you're curious of the exact math, it is about 3.155555, and 5 is like infinite there for some reason. But yeah, that is the maximum occupancy of the bakery for some reason, is like 3. I guess you couldn't like make it 4 or something like that, right? Words, I'm just gonna say words and run away. But yeah, that's the maximum occupancy of the bakery, and that got me wondering, well then, how big is the entire world in square feet? Like, if we zoom out all the way and measure every single tile, counting every single tile, we can figure out the maximum square foot of Ponytown. Now, thankfully, in a previous video, I have already counted the entire map, because I did that for like a Did You Know video or something like that, where I talked about how big the main map is, and then how big the party island is, and things like that, right? So, I've already done it. And in that video, which is this one right here that you see on screen, it was 5 things in Ponytown people don't know. I figured out that the main map is exactly 40,000 tiles big. That's how many tiles are on the main map. That doesn't count like the cave, that doesn't count the bakery or anything like that. It's just the main map by itself. So, if we punch that into our calculations, 1 foot 2 inches times 40,000 tiles, which I've done here, we get to this crazy number here, 46,666.6667 feet. Or basically 46,666 feet and 8 inches. Now, to visualize that, here is a 50,000 square foot mansion. It's pretty big, it's lovely, it's very pretty. I don't remember how I found this, but there you go. It's a 50,000 square foot mansion. I don't know why anyone would ever need that much space, but there you go. That's how much 50,000 square feet is. And to visualize it maybe even a little bit better, we can take a look right here, where Walmart itself is roughly around 178,000 square feet, which means Ponytown is smaller than all of Walmart, like 3 times over. So Walmart's like 3 times as large as Ponytown is what I'm saying. So there you go. That is a pretty crazy thing. Actually, how many square feet is a Target store, now that we've seen this? Target is a little bit smaller, so we're a little bit closer to the size of a Target. That's kind of interesting. But yes, all of Ponytown is smaller than a Walmart, and that kind of blows my mind a little bit. It kind of does. It kind of blows my mind a little bit. I love it. It's great. It's amazing. You know, it's a fair amount of space. But yeah, those are some questions that no one has ever asked before, and I answered all of them. Another question, I guess, is how deep is the ocean, or how deep is the water? And I don't even know how to figure that out. I guess we can kind of just go in here and then kind of see how deep we can go without being in the ocean part, right? So if I go like to here, we already know how tall our characters are, so if I do some math there, the water is at least 1.5 feet, about a foot or something like that before you hit ocean. So there you go. There's the answer to that, I guess. But yes, those are some answers to some weird questions here in Ponytown. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative. I mean, I guess it was informative, but it was kind of super like lame informative, but whatever. I hope you guys enjoyed regardless. If you did, please do consider liking, subscribing, sharing, and doing all of those wonderful things like that, because when you do those wonderful things like that, not only do you get access to wonderful content such as this, but you also get to become wonderful yourself, and I think we all want that. So do those wonderful things, and until next time, stay wonderful.